Um, I think that you know, he's a unique fighter, and he fights the way he fights. You know, and it's hard to find a lot of guys that will do that fights like he fights. So you know, but I've trained with some of the best people. I've had, you know, experience training with some of the best kickboxers in the world. I used to work out Kid Cope. Had a lot of sparring with him, a lot of really good kickboxers. But, you know, he has a really different style. It just comes, you know, real hard. So you never know, anything can happen, you know. So this, that's just the way it is. Anything can happen. I could have a really bad first, second round out there, and, you know, it's just the way it is. But, you know, I think that he's a really good fighter, and he deserves this shot. He's a better mixed martial artist than, you know, most of the fighters out there. So, especially on account of the stand-up striking skills. I think maybe he should have been fighting at 170 pounds a long time ago. He would have beat some more named fighters. You would have seen some more, you know, I think you'd have seen a lot more good stuff out of this guy on account of, like, you know, knockouts and highlight clips and stuff like that. But, you know, he's in there fighting with heavier guys. They're throwing him down. And, you know, they're a little bit too big for him. The way I see it, I'm too big for him. And then these guys he was fighting, they was too big for him. They threw him down. And that was that, you know. So, you know, otherwise, you know, he'd be just as popular as anybody out here. So, but I have a lot of respect for him, and I have a lot of respect for his wife, the champion, and I think it should be a good fight on Saturday.
Stylistically, do you expect it to be similar to the Zrams's fight with him, you know, pushing the pace and kind of getting in your face early?
I would imagine that'd be the closest thing to it.
Respect for the champ, Nick Diaz. I had a question for him. I just saw something written up in the packet that I didn't know before. It said that you, I don't know if this is true or not, but they wrote that you do a vegan diet. I know that Bernard Hopkins does that too, and so does another black belt from your camp who's also a world champion. Could you talk to us about how that relates to your training?
Yeah, I train about 6-7 days a week, you know, real hard, and I can't, you know, I just I started eating, you know, vegetarian more so, like I actually, you know, pretty much vegan. I ate seafood for a really long time, and then now every once in a while I'll have seafood. So you can call it pescatarian, if you will, but it's a lot closer to vegan. Like I don't do dairy products or anything like that, and I think that it helps out a lot when it comes to training all week long. I spend a lot more time in the gym, on the mat, training, where other people, you know, they do these hardcore workouts, and then they pile on a bunch of protein, and then they have to take these recovery days. And, you know, you need 3 days in a row in the gym training jiu-jitsu to lock down your technique. You know, you need this hard training 3 days, you know, in a row. You can't have one hard day and then have a break, all that stuff. Just you forget about it. You try to forget about it if you're not in the gym. It's not what you want to think about if you're not in the gym. That's free time, so you're trying not to think about gym time. So, and especially for me, that's the last thing I want to think about when I get out of the gym, because I spend all 6-7 days in there. So eating, you know, like a raw food diet, you know, a vegan diet, it really helps me out. You know, just feeling healthier, more oxygen, and just.
What's the highest protein recovery food that you use after workouts? I
like to drink Vega, like the protein. It's pretty good. There's a few others like that though, you know, but I don't do any whey or caseins. So, and I think, you know, I think that helps me out quite a bit.
And a question for Herschel Walker. What was the name of your company, sir?
Renaissance Man's Food Service. I sell to Cisco.
Okay, you don't sell to regular folk?
No, regular folks can buy it,
okay.
But I'm saying I sell to a distributor.
Okay.
Yes, it's easier. Then you don't have to go out and market to everyone. And I get Nick to eat chicken a little bit.
We'll see. Good luck.
This is for Cyborg.